Here's Johnny. I see dead.
What is going on, everybody? Today we're here at Whiffy Horror, newest video for this channel. Now today we're going to be covering a topic that I thought about recently. I don't know. I just thought about, you have your Freddy versus Jasons, you have your Alien versus Predators. What about Michael versus Leatherface? When doing this, we're going to have to think about some factors. Now, one of them is going to be strength, the next is going to be speed, the next is going to be stealth, then we're going to do mental capacity and wit, and then finally, overall ability or skill. Now, I am going to grade this on a non-biased opinion, okay? I'm going to try to be an unbiased standpoint, because personally, my favorite horror character of all time is Leatherface. Now, I have multiple reasons that I could tell you, and I could probably make an hour-long video of me explaining why he is my favorite, but I'm not going to do so. I'm going to look at both point of views as fair and as capable as I can to give you a fair rating. First topic we're going to go over is strength. Now, we're going to start off with Leatherface strength. Now, it's kind of obvious just by looking at him that he is strong. He's about anywhere from 6'4" to 6'6", and he's about 250 to 300 pounds. He's a cannibal, and he is constantly shown easily being able to hoist people up and then hanging them on meat hooks. It's not like he's a weak dude. He's able to run with a chainsaw constantly. And also, we're going to talk about a little bit of pain tolerance. As you can see, as evident in the first movie, he fell over and a chainsaw fell on his leg, sliced into his leg, and he was like, oh, okay, oh, that kind of hurt. All right, let's go chase some more people. So at the end of this first Texas Chainsaw movie. So strength is evident with Leatherface. Like I said, look at him. Obviously able to tell that he's a beefy dude. And then another thing that you can also add is that he has actually a drive to hurt people. And whenever you have a drive to do something, your body becomes more, I guess, it wants to do it more, or it pushes you more to do it. And especially with Leatherface having a drive to do so, he obviously has some type of advantage. And on a scale from 1 to 10 with strength, I'm going to have to give Leatherface a 9.5 out of 10. Now, Michael Myers. Michael Myers, he's not the biggest guy. He's average-sized, normal dude. But, as you can see in multiple movies, this drive and the strength, he is easily able to just absolutely whack people. He's deflected chainsaws, or he's reflected or bounced off chainsaws off of his body in certain adaptations. But I'm going to mainly focus on the 2018 Halloween version of him, and I'm going to focus more on the original 1978 Leatherface. Now, with Michael Myers in the very first movie, I'd say he probably has an above average strength, but I don't think it's as big as Leatherface's, if you know what I mean. I don't want to mince words here. He has a decent strength. Now, on the 1 to 10 rank, I'd probably give it about a 7.5. Again, the Leatherface definitely outclasses him in strength, especially for what he's able to do. Yeah, he's a lot stronger. And especially since Leatherface is like 6'5", 300 pounds, I think, and he's as strong as an ox. He can just whale people, and especially since he has a drive to do so, obviously it's going to make him even a little bit more stronger. Now, I know some people can counteract this with the same argument. They always do. What about Halloween, Halloween 4, when he was able to get that chainsaw off him? Well, that's only in one adaptation. Leatherface has been able to do that every single movie he's in. The first one, the second one, the Halloween. I'm so sorry. Texas Chainsaw 3D, and all those other ones. He's been able to just topple people, and yeah, I think Leatherface outclasses him in strength. But don't get me wrong, it's not like he's weak or anything. He's Michael Myers. Of course, he's gonna be strong. Gotta be strong to be Michael Myers. Now, yeah. He's definitely stronger. I'd give him a 7.5. Yeah. So the winner in this category is Leatherface. The next category we're going to be speaking on is speed. Now, we're going to start with Leatherface in this category. His basic speed, again, since he is a big guy, he's slowed down. Especially since he carries a chainsaw, he's slowed down. You're not going to expect to see this big, bold, husky man just run at 29 miles an hour. But for a big man his size, his speed is decent. But for his speed, though, I'm honestly going to have to give him a 5.5 out of 10. He's not the fastest dude. Especially when you see him chase other people that are much smaller than him. And even if he was able to reach, he's still slower than them. Anybody's able to outrun him. Now, trying to overpower him is a much different story. But when it comes to speed, a lot slower, and he's going to be getting a crisp 5.5 out of 10. Okay, these categories are going to be a little bit messed up from how I pronounce them in the video. Mind you, this is my very first video on this channel. It's not going to be it's going to be my very first video of the rebranding of this channel. It's going to be a lot more difficult for me to make categories for these videos. I've just liked horror, and it's really fun to me. Now, for the next category, I'm gonna have to come up with, let's do Drive. I'll do Drive to Kill. Overall, I think we'll start with Leatherface. Leatherface, I think, has a very, very, very good Drive to Kill, especially when it comes to the reason why he does it. He does it to police his family. And he does it to protect his family. And he also does it out of fear. Because Leatherface, when he was a child, he wasn't as mentally unhinged as other people in his family. He was just raised that way. As seen from the Leatherface movie. Yeah, I think, honestly, when a person is driven by self-defense and fear, that's a deadly combination. Especially whenever you're so fearful that you would do anything to stop that. But you're also going to defend yourself. Absolute murderous combination. Honestly, I'm going to have to give that a 10 when it comes to self-defense. Very good self-defense, and I'm definitely going to give that a 10. Leatherface honestly might win this category. Who knows? But, yeah. Leatherface, 10 out of 10 for Drive. Michael Myers also has an incredible Drive. And he has honestly one of the most powerful drives, single-handed drives, in anybody on this planet, and that is rage. Whenever you are driven by rage, this is a human person, an animal, a demon, whatever. When you are driven by rage, there's a multitude of things that you'll want to do. Now, since he's driven by rage, now the reason why he's driven by rage is because of how he was brought up, and what happened to his family, what happened to him growing up. So when a person's driven by rage, and whenever they're going to go to such depths to do certain things, I think it's impressive. So I'm going to have to give him a solid 8 when it comes to self-defense. Honestly, or not self-defense, but drive. Even though Michael Myers had a really good drive, I'm going to have to give it to Leatherface. A drive when it comes to just self-defense and fear and pleasing of other people, that can just deadly combination. So the winner of this category is Leatherface. Now the next category, weapon of choice. We're going to start with Leatherface once again. We're not going to go with, multiple categories of what weapons they use a lot. Like, for example, Leatherface doesn't just use a chainsaw, he also uses a mallet, a hook. He uses other different things. Michael Myers doesn't just use a butcher knife. He uses anything that is accessible to him. you know, a bobby pin, or maybe even a phone wire, or anything like that. Anything possible. We're just gonna go their main weapons. It's gonna be the chainsaw and the butcher knife. Now, sorry. Now we're gonna go with the chainsaw. Now, you could be like, okay, it's obviously gonna be the chainsaw, because the butcher knife is not as strong as the chainsaw. Well, it's not about really what the weapon is, it's more about how the person uses it. Leatherface, he uses this chainsaw really well, as he slices up victims, and especially that he's this big dude who's all able easily to control a chainsaw. He's able to dance with it and throw it around everywhere. He's able to just slice people up, and by the way he controls it, I'm gonna give him a solid chance. I'm gonna give him an easy 9 out of 10 for the use of the chainsaw. Yeah, easy 9 out of 10, wins that. Next, we're gonna go on with the butcher knife used by Michael Myers. You could say that this is an easy L for Michael, considering that it's a knife and a chainsaw. But don't sleep on Michael. Michael can use that butcher knife in multiple other ways that you can, especially with this, especially with his stealth skill. The way that he's able to use his stealth and get around, he can just pop up behind you, knife in the neck. That's it. It's done. Over. So I'm gonna give him a solid 8 when it comes to this category. Michael gets an 8 out of 10, especially with the way he uses the butcher knife. It's impressive. It's awesome. Really cool. Love it. So yeah, 8 out of 10. We're gonna start with the battle. Now the battle is gonna start off with an intense. I feel like it should start off every single way, but it should usually start off with a stare down. Then it's gonna come in Michael, come in real close with those stabs, you know what I mean? And then it's gonna, wound Leatherface a bit, but that high pain tolerance from Leatherface. He's just gonna go ham. He starts swinging his chainsaw around, start getting Michael. Michael slash, doom. Gets Michael on the ground. Michael's gonna play possum. Now Michael, when he plays possum, he's gonna want Leatherface, because Leatherface drives, is gonna kick and just start killing him. That's what Michael wants him to do. Michael's gonna sneak up, get him right in the stomach. It's gonna weaken Leatherface. He's gonna try and go in for the kill, but it doesn't work. Leatherface just hops right up, starts slashing at him again, starts trying to get him. Michael, of course, vanishes, disappears. Leatherface tries to find him because Leatherface is eager for the kill. But then Michael appears out of nowhere, starts stabbing him again, attacks him, kind of throws him against the wall, tries to pin him up. Leatherface, with his strength, overpowers Michael, and then Leatherface comes in with a kill, chainsaw right in the middle of the chest, right up. Again, the winner, Leatherface. I know a lot of people might disagree with me, and I would not mind that, because honestly I could see either one winning. But, in my opinion, Leatherface would win. Not only for choice of weapon, strength, but also drive. Drive would definitely give him a big advantage for trying to protect his people, for trying to protect himself, for that fear that he won't be able to protect them. It's just a big drive that he's going to be going with over and over again. And I know a lot of people are going to say, can't really kill Michael Myers. Yes, you can. Not many people can, though. That's the thing. And I feel like the one person who can is probably Leatherface. And that was the whole big thing with Jason and Freddy. Neither one could die, so it was a big fight. But both Leatherface and Michael can die. So Leatherface topples him, gets the win. So the winner is Leatherface. Now, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Check out my old ASMR content if you want to, if you're into that type of thing. And yeah, goodbye.